Oh my goodness. Thank you for being on this journey with me. I am so excited about today. We are doing a little bit of a circle back, but I think it's really, really important to pause and to really, really pay attention to this one. So I am reading a fantastic book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, a fellow British Columbian. And I highly recommend this book. It is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful book. Good morning. Oh my God. Love, love, love you guys. You guys, you inspire me. This has been so much fun. So we do have a few new people. This is super exciting, and I'm so honored. And thank you to those of you who have reached out and asked me if it's okay to invite friends, because you're getting so much value. That is like the hugest compliment for me and my heart. And so for anybody who's new, just a really quick introduction. The inspiration behind Bankrupt or Billionaire is my own personal journey. I grew up very humble and gratefully because I learned a lot of super tools that helped me to navigate through working really hard to become a very successful multimillionaire real estate agent who got knocked down in a health crisis because I did not have the balance of these 4 pillars that we are talking about. And then built myself back up just to get smashed down in an economic tsunami that is still going on in the biggest way in our community. Having claimed personal bankruptcy, the darkest year of my life, of shame and guilt, of shooting all over myself because I should have been able to figure it out, then I thus birthed Bankrupt or Billionaire. So my boys wrote me a letter. We're gonna get to that. The most beautiful letters that I asked them to write for me for Mother's Day 2018, when I was in my very lowest moment. And that was the moment that I declared that I am a billionaire all day long. Nobody will tell me that I'm bankrupt. So thus, energetically, I have not got $1 billion. I will clarify that. I don't care if I ever get $1 billion, but I have a heart that is exploding with love and gratitude in this universe for the opportunity to be able to be here and share this with you guys and hopefully just lift a life. That's the whole thing, is just to take that darkness and shine the big light of love and truth all over it. So today, the 4 pillars, just to be clear, are health and wellness. So I absolutely rocking relationships. When you love and cherish yourself, that core relationship, and health and wellness is just part of that. So we go back and forth, and I have these great conversations with dear friends like Sharon, who's like, but if you don't have the money to take care of your health, Sandy, and I'm like, hang on, I know, I get it, but I'm kind of shifting to say that relationships is the most important thing, and that relationship, healing the relationship with your birth parents, and really just going back to your roots and knowing that you were created in love, and then everything from birth becomes your journey. Our parents are the vehicle to get us here, and we must forgive them for any shortcomings. And as parents, also go back and ask our children, because none of us have the exact recipe to success, right? We just bumble along doing our best. And until we know, we don't know. But once we know, then it's our responsibility to up our game and to go top of the mountain mindset in the billionaire mindset. So that core relationship has to be with yourself. And deep inside of each and every one of us, we are all, when you look around you, every chair, every picture, every freaking thing is sourced from our Mother Earth. Everything started as a thought and then became a written script, i.e., We are scripting our dream life 2 years from now and what it's going to look like. And then we set it out in the universe and conscious creation starts to happen. And we invite the tools, we ask for guidance, and then we build this incredible life of just core joy and deep, deep happiness, where we know that we are better today than we were yesterday. And all of us need to know that, right? That the world is a better place because we're here. And I swear my life to you, my world is a much better place because you are right here with me doing this, because it's the truth. I deeply love you. So circling back in the rocking relationship, in that relationship with ourself, healing ourself. And the key to that vault that I talk so much about, and I've had people reach out and say to me, Sandy, how do you forgive? Like how? Honestly, because it's great that you say forgiveness is the key to happiness. Forgiveness is the key to success in every arena. Forgiveness is the absolute most important thing that we must embrace. So how? So this is our deep circle back. So the pages that divinely came to me this morning, and I've told many of you anyways, that when I committed to doing this 100 ways in 100 days to a billionaire mindset, I sat down, I poured my heart and soul, all the courses I've ever done, everything that I've ever learned, into writing out 100 days of topics and what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, 2 weeks in, I threw it in the garbage. So it's like, okay. So I ask for guidance every day as to where the energy and everything is taking us on this journey. So at this point, and I promise you're not wasting your time. I really do have tools to share, but it's not as scripted as I had promised, Marie. Imagine if I actually had some structure to this, but oh God, I so deeply. Hi, happy Tuesday, my friend. All right, so here is a page, and I'm just going to read it to you because I really want you to hear this out of this incredible book. So if you're just coming on, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It is. So when we talk about fear being the absolute core center of every negative thought, every negative action that has ever happened, every war is fed by fear, right? So just keeping that in your mind while I read this, okay? All right, so when you place your attention on feeling an emotion, it says the emotion, because of course there's a preempt, but I can't read you the whole book, and check whether your mind is holding on to a grievance pattern, such as blame, so when you blame others or blame yourself, self-pity, the martyr that Sandy used to be, or resentment. That is feeding the emotion. Forgiveness is often towards another person or yourself. Where am I? But it may just as well be toward any situation or condition, past, present, or future, that your mind refuses to accept. Yes, this is the mind's refusal to accept uncertainty, to accept that the future is ultimately beyond its control. Forgiveness is to relinquish your grievance and so to let go of grief. It happens naturally once you realize that your grievance serves no purpose except to strengthen a false sense of self, right? The idea that we have control, because we don't. Forgiveness is to offer no resistance to life, to allow life to live through you. The alternatives are pain and suffering, a greatly restricted flow of life energy, and in many cases, physical disease. The moment you truly forgive, you have reclaimed your power from the mind, and we put it into our heart and our soul. Non-forgiveness is the very nature of the mind. Just as the mind-made false self, the ego, cannot survive without strife and conflict. The mind cannot forgive. Only you can. Are you keeping up with me? I know it's deep, but I swear, if you get this, your life has just become 10 times happier than it ever has been. You become present, you enter your body, you feel the vibrant peace and stillness that emanates from being, right? Being present. Right? That is why Jesus said, before you enter the temple, forgive. How deep was that? But oh my goodness, I was reading this morning and I was like, oh my God. Because right, so yes, how to deeply, so anytime, any annoyance, any fear, any darkness, any aggravation, any anxiety, depression, just those are all the darkness, and the darkness cannot exist in the light, but the darkness can pull the light out of us so that we don't have it, right? So feeding your energy with all the positive top of the mountain moments in your life and building it and then protecting it, and then identifying that anytime you feel resentment towards another or yourself, you feel guilt, you feel anger, you feel betrayal, you feel any of that, that is the darkness knocking on your energy field saying you are to blame. You are in control, and that's the ego versus the heart, the soul, right? Because we do not have control. We don't, except for how we show up in our life. So I hope that was helpful. You may need to watch this again. And I was so inspired by this deep level of forgiveness and the acknowledgement that it really is the key, guys. So have a magnificent rest of your day. I am off to hang out with some brilliant people that just may know who you are. And so show up for yourself today, really protect yourself and love all over yourself, because you are absolutely the biggest gift ever. And live in the moment. We don't get to know, we don't. And trying to figure shit out, pardon my bad language, that is destroying our happiness. So just embrace exactly the essence of who you are, what you love, surround yourself, and reach out. I love you deeply, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah!